My goal is to be the greatest. You can shoot as high as you want. I always talk about I don't like limiting myself. Reach something so small and then you get there, you never know how much further you could have gone. So that's why I reach for the highest thing possible.
The sky is the limit for Coco Gauff and the backbone of her ambition. Her father and coach, Corey.
My dad, I know he looks intense when he's watching on the sidelines, but he's a very goofy person. I wouldn't be at this level without him always giving me good advice.
Kobe said it best, you got to pay attention to your craft and you're always trying to improve your craft.
Honestly, don't think I would be on tour right now if it wasn't for him. I know he's my dad, but he's also one of my best friends too, so I'm glad that I have him as a dad.
As the teenage prodigy's meteoric rise continues, it was clear from an early age which path she would take.
I think my earliest memory of playing is, I don't remember how old I was.
I think she was probably like 3 years old.
Hitting against the garage in our house in Atlanta.
Hitting on the garage. I remember I was watching Australian Open and Serena had won, and I went over to Target and picked up a bracket and some pink little clothes, and then she put it on, and then she just went out there with the little sponge ball and just hitting on the garage for a very long time.
I didn't even know what the WTA was when I was little. I just wanted to be a pro tennis player.
And then I think when she won the clay court national, she was 10 years old and not expected to win, just kind of happy to be in the tournament. And she was just so feisty on the court, and she was beating girls that were much bigger and stronger. And she ended up winning the tournament. I knew then, I said, man, she's able to put it together for 6, 7 matches. They had in mindset that she would be able to get on tour. And I thought, she's a good athlete, a really good athlete. So I thought, once she started playing with the pros, she would get to the level pretty quick. How quick, I didn't know.
I didn't really look at it so much as a transition. I just looked at it as just playing matches. Obviously I'm playing at a higher level, but I just go on the court and I don't think about juniors, pros. The difference is definitely the mental part. In juniors, both players tend to get upset, but in pros, if you show any emotion, your opponent is gonna pick up on that and use that to their advantage.
Around the time when she had the breakout at Wimbledon, she had started to play a little bit more confidence, getting used to the speed of the ball and the intensity of the matches.
And it was at Wimbledon where Coco announced herself to the world with a dream victory over the legendary Venus Williams.
Honestly, when I played Venus, yeah, definitely a dream moment.
That was a shocking moment. I can't believe, pinching myself. I can't believe this has actually happened. I think the walk to the court was the most stoic for me. Of just Venus is behind me and I'm walking her to go play.
For me to even get through qualies and then having to play her in the first round, what are the chances of that happening? And then playing on, I think it was court 1 we played on. Everything. You couldn't really write a better story. I'm just new and she's been in the game for years, so it's an honor to be compared to her, but I think after that match I definitely built my confidence up.
Momentum continued for the Gauffs as they raced to a first WTA title in Linz. This roller coaster ride was showing no signs of slowing down.
I lost qualifying and then got in as a lucky loser, and then that was the first time I ever gotten a lucky loser ever. Even when I was in juniors, if I lost, I would sign up and never get in, so I wasn't expecting to get in. And honestly, that was a good tournament for me, and that was really exciting, and I wasn't expecting it.
To be able to win tournaments and to get better is, can you consistently deliver a high level of performance on a daily basis? And she was able to put together 5 good matches.
If you don't feel pressure, then you're not really playing, but I definitely feel pressure, but it's more just put on myself, and I try not to focus on the outside world and just focus on what's going on in my circle.
I think with Coco, there's a lot of examples of, how to deal with pressure, how to execute, how to train, the mindset to go in and, try to instill that internal confidence, because ultimately that's what really helps you perform on the court, knowing that you can do that. You're living your dreams, everybody don't get to do the dream, so you're actually doing what you want to do and you're able to earn a living at it. So if she can keep approaching that, keep setting really high goals, real high goals, and keep going after it, that satisfies me, and as long as she can enjoy herself while she's playing.
Coco's attitude is exemplary, and her message transcends sport as she passionately campaigns for social injustice and Black Lives Matter.
Last couple months is not something the world has seen before. And I honestly think that it had to take everyone for us to make change. And I think that we did that, and hopefully we can continue to do that and spread awareness, especially with tennis. I feel very responsible because it's a global sport and it reaches people all around the world. What Naomi did at US Open, definitely impressive to be able to play and do that, because it's very mentally draining to talk about that topic because it's very hard to talk about. So for her to be able to stay focused and win and talk about it takes a lot of strength from her. When we push the message out, we have to also think about that it's not just reaching the people in that country, it's reaching everyone. And that's why I think it's important to speak up and speak out about these issues, because you never know who it can reach, and it can definitely change someone's perspective on a certain topic.